Everybody, it's April 10th and I am Mia with TMBH. Today we're going to talk about the death penalty for drug dealers, which is controversial. Why though? Because it's kind of complicated, because it's one of those things that half sounds like this decent, not too terrible idea, but then in the reality of the situation, I don't know. But that's what makes it complicated, is it's hard. It's really hard because drug dealers do affect, they end up, when you sell somebody drugs okay, let me put it this way. A lot of drug dealers just don't have the proper equipment to be sure that the products that they're selling their clients are safe, right? And so I guess in that sense, it makes you negligent. If you know that you're dealing with substances that are already dangerous on their own, and then for example, if you're dealing heroin, right? So you already know that there's a chance that the person who you sell heroin to could just simply OD off the heroin in and of itself. But now heroin is typically cut with other substances. Now say you as a dealer are cutting it with carfentanil, fentanyl, any other mix of substances that when mixed together or combined can cause an OD. If you're doing that, if you're mixing these things and you already know that they can be deadly, do you have culpability if a person ODs? And that's tough. It's really tough because, when it comes to drug dealers, I don't know. I'd have to look into this and I'll confirm it with you guys. But a lot of drug dealers are also drug users. I don't know of too many people who deal drugs that don't use them, And so a lot of them kind of are facing their own addiction, and then they're just, when you're facing addiction, you will pretty much do anything to be able to keep using. You don't want to be dope sick, right? And so that includes selling drugs, And so it's one of those weird situations where, do drug dealers really need the death penalty or do they need treatment, And that's kind of what makes it complicated. And then you've got this third party of people who are before the drug dealers, they're kind of the people who are the big pharmaceutical companies and the doctors who are just running these pill mills and stuff. And these people, to me, if you're a drug dealer and you're on drugs and you're selling drugs to maintain your own addiction, that's one thing. It's really unfortunate and it's a messy situation, but I guess to me, that's an example of people hurting people. And then you get this third tier of people who are they're not drug users. They can't have the excuse that they were under the influence and didn't know better, and they were kind of operating, I guess not under duress, but operating under circumstances that are outside of who they typically are. So if you got these doctors, I was saying, and stuff like that, those people, and so they're not on drugs, but they're doing these things that are really messed up, and they're fully aware of the consequences of their actions, and there's no drug use involved that is making their judgment messed up. They're just bad people, And so, but there's no discussion of the death penalty for them, which is, to me, before we send people who are actually sick to the death row or whatever, maybe we should get the people who are taking advantage of people, and that's even more so. So yeah, it's complicated. So President Trump and Kellyanne Conway, who's his one of his top advisors, decided that they want to obviously continue what Trump has described as the war on drugs, and part of that would include giving the death penalty to drug dealers, which is already semi-legal, for certain dealers, but it's if you sold $20 million worth of drugs, some weirdness, but it's very, very particular. But Trump would like to expand this to all dealers, and so yeah, so you guys should look into that. We have content on our live, or not our live video, but our morning video, and you can check that out for more information about this topic. I really suggest that you do that, and I will see you guys tomorrow.